There we go. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it's out in the ether. I mean, I looked online and I'm streaming, but either way, how are we doing, everybody? Not she lost train of thought. Getting jiggly will game. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Today we're getting played with a little bit of more legendary, but this case it is DC legendary. So this is the new DC legendary set that has come out. It is the first. Don't know if it'll be the last. Same with Marvel. Rumor mills are abound, although I have enough probably Marvel Legendary to last me a lifetime, but I could always use more Marvel Legendary. And that's mainly because I'm not as big of a fan of DC, but if I like what they've done in a set and I want to make some proxy cards, again, don't need to, have lots of content, still need to get it all played. We can just, make some card proxies to cover up the DC characters. However, I do think I will want to make a DC versus Marvel matchup. The way that I plan to do that is with the... What's the word I'm looking for? Probably with one of the versus type things, and then I can use one of the heroes from the villains or Civil War or Secret Wars, because you got Tony Stark and I think Nick Fury, which we did in a recent one. So you got some heroes that are villains or what have you. We could do us a nice little versus. I'm rambling mainly because, again, it has completely thrown me off track. So I tried to set up the stream earlier, and it failed. Tried to set up again, it failed. Tried to set up it again, it failed. So I manually created the stream. And I'm like, all right, cool, it's up there, it went. But then when I went live, it says, this stream is not set to automatically go live. Would you like it to go live? So I had to manually tell it, yes, I would like to go live. So right now, I try to do my extra life thing, and it's not doing it for whatever reason. I don't know if there's a setting missing, because normally I just copy. And in this case, I did not. It says I'm live in YouTube. YouTube says I'm live. YouTube says I have 3 views and there's viewer activity. Dual stream. Connect a vertical stream from your encoder to automatically stream to there. Jiggly Will game. I might be running into the theme for a game. So David's here, so I know I'm streaming out to somebody. There are people out there. I don't see any settings that I'm missing. Live chat replay, summaries, leaderboard. Anybody can participate, live reactions, redirect trailer, monetization turned on. Yeah, I don't. Mid-roll ads. Viewers may see ads at the same time, automatic mode. You'll start to see manually inserted ads. Oh, that on manual. So they set it by default. We're gonna save that. And then, okay, so David did extra life and it worked. So I've no clue what's going on, guys. No clue. All right, so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go ahead and flip over the camera and see what we're working with. This one? That's the one I want. There we go. Just got 2 ads. Yeah, I just had to turn the ads off. Again, so normally I copy my setting, and then in here it says, would you like to do ads? And I've always told it no, because I don't, while I know it happens a lot over on Twitch, right? People play ads and stuff, and you can join them, and then you get rid of the ads. I don't know if somebody were to actually join my channel, if it would get rid of the ads. I really don't know with YouTube. So I'll just let the ads play for people that watch it on YouTube as a normal YouTube video, not for my live streams. Again, I don't need the 15 cents that I might get from showing you an ad, David. All right, so we are set up for our first game of DC Legendary. The first thing you'll notice is I do have to be zoomed a little bit more because we do have this fancy schmancy track over here. I don't know if there's a better way for me to display this. I'm not going to get all fancy with my UI UX. If you want to see fancy UI UX, go over and see Bageltop. He goes fancy. I got too many games to worry about to do that. So this is the main change, is this hope fear track. Basically, as you gain hope, cards will say if you have hope. 0 is no hope. And then, of course, you can have fear. And as you have fear, certain cards may react off of fear. Normally, it's the villains for fear and the good guys for hope. But Batman, Batman lives with fear. So, of course, that would be him. If it ever gets to the top and it comes back around, you do get to draw a card. Same thing, if it ever gets to the bottom, comes back around, you have to discard a card. And then the other thing is, besides cards changing this, you can fight. So if you have 3 fight, which a lot of times when you're playing Legendary, you have fight and you can't beat up anybody in the city, you can raise or lower the hope based on what you're trying to do. For this matchup, it's hard to do thematic games. I know I've got some thematic lists out there, and that's just because there's not a lot out here for yet. So I basically chose Weaponize Chemo against the city. I'm guessing this guy here is Chemo. Set up 7 twists. Oh, that's not right. We'll put in 10 twists. 1, 2. Look at that. There's 3 of them at the bottom. 3, 4. Holy cow. That would have been a nice. So no, I only need to get rid of 3. All right, get rid of 3 of them. Need the space. You could still slide things left another thumb width. Yeah, but I mean, these are, I don't think people care to see the villain deck and all that. But yeah, I could. I was trying to show the arrows. There's actual arrows over there. So maybe I will slide it a little bit. But you can't see the arrows. It's what it is. It's what it is. All right, so now we have the right number of twists in here. And you've seen me shuffle, so if anything bad happens, I wasn't cheating. At our first twist, each player discards a card. Twist 2 through 3, we discard a green hero. 4 through 5, we discard a brain hero. 6, each player gains 2 wounds. And then if the 7th one comes out, then evil wins. And then we are going up against Deathstroke as our Mastermind. Deathstroke gets +1 attack for each Master Strike face up anywhere. So I'm guessing there are ways to have Master Strikes destroyed. Are those green arrows? No. I did not choose green arrows. So I went with a Teen Titans-esque theme to say. But it's not all Teen Titans because we don't have, at least from Teen Titans Go, you don't have some of the Titans there. Right now, there's only 3 Titans in the set. One is Nightwing, one is Starfire, and the other is Cyborg, who is in there. But then for Teen Titans Go-esque, instead of Raven, we have Zatanna. And then instead of Beast Boy, we have Martian Manhunter. So he always leads the Titans for hire, so they are in there. And then on a Master Strike, we need to reveal a brain hero, like this one here, or we are going to gain a wound. Sidekicks are sidekicks. They're the same as they always are. Our little shield officers have turned into support. We are using Checkmate as our friends here for our cards. Oh, come on. It was just a joke. Oh. Are those green arrows? What arrows? Oh, these arrows. Holy cow. David, I told you at the beginning of this stream, my brain is just shot because I'm confused. I'm befuddled. And you throw in a joke. Those arrows. Green arrows. No, they're white arrows, by the way. Yeah, see, I could slide that a little bit, but now you can't read the word hope. So I went too far. Come back. We need hope. There we go. Different kind of hope. This is not Hope Summers. Really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. All right, I'm not even going to track the number of turns on this because I haven't put it up on Legendary Leagues. So it doesn't matter. So we'll go ahead and start with our player 1 over here. We're going to get started. So the first thing out is Cinder, Villain, Titans for Hire. Ambush. Count the number of Master Strikes that are face up anywhere. Each player discards a card that costs more or gains a wound. Hey, there's no Master Strikes. Green arrows have the character. Yes, I know, and that's where I got befuddled because there is a green arrow in this set, which is the weirdest thing. They have Green Arrow and Canary, but they don't have any of his villains unless you count Deathstroke, I guess. So I guess that's how they kind of tried to say it made sense. But yeah, that's not going to activate because there are no Master Strikes. All right, so we have, with this hand, we have 4 recruit, 2 attack. Can't do anything with 2 attack. 4 recruit. All right, I got to figure out my hands. So Martian Manhunter over here. Nightwing over here. I don't know who all has the brains. Let's do this. We'll do classic Titans over here, or at least the ones that are Titans, Teen Titans over here. We'll do the Justice League and Justice League Dark over here. So for 4. 4 recruit. Now, because this is further down, I normally have it further up, but then it was covering up the street. Green Arrow has 1 of the Justice League now. Yeah, he was a member of Justice, and here he's a Justice League too. So yeah, I guess we'll just start with good old Robin. I mean Nightwing. All right, round 1 in the bags. Master Strike. Each player discards a hero, which we're not going to have. It's the beginning of the game, or gains a wound. So something I found out, and I was not aware of this, and I don't know why I've always read this wrong, or maybe it's worded differently. The or gains a wound is actually an option. Like, you don't have to discard the card. I always thought you did. I always played it that way. Same thing as with the wounds, because I've never gone through a wound stack. I've always just put the wounds back, but you actually KO the wounds. And in this scenario, that's going to need to happen, because somebody asked on BGG about this. They did the same setup, and they were just getting wounds like crazy, and their wound deck ran out. So this wound deck is smaller. Actually, all these decks are smaller than your Marvel in terms of number of support and sidekicks you can get. All right, I think we're in the same boat, right? 4 and 2. Yep. All right, so we'll go ahead and start off our Martian Manhunter side. All right. Flip over. Back here. Gizmo. So this was the other one I did, was a Fearsome 4 for, again, Titans. Gizmo gets +1 for each fear. Ambush. Reveal a tech card, which there are no tech cards right now in play, or inspire fear. So we're going to have to inspire fear. There we go. Oh, speaking of Green Arrow, there, here we go, David. There you go. There's Green Arrow. He got all beat up. He's on the wound cards. He's on the wound cards. All right, so we have pretty much same thing, 4 and 2. I guess we'll go ahead and get the good Starfire card. When Aquaman wants to go out on a date without smelling like fish, he turns into Aqua Velvet Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we did get our attacks. That's better than it was before. That's actually not bad. All right, back to this side. Hive Soldiers. This gets +1 for every other Hive Soldier in your victory pile. Oh, they get stronger. KO one of our heroes. So they are the KO guys. All right, so same boat as the first. 2 and 4. Cyborg we're trying to do over here. We can go ahead and get our Eldritch Blast, the Zatanna. She gets a 2/2. To play this, you must put another card from your hand on top of your deck. So she's going to be top decking a lot. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Did we get any of our good cards? No, we got our wound. So, same. 2, 3, and a wound. So it's even worse than before. All right. Back to this one. Jeez. All right. Ambush. Count the number of Master Strikes that are face up anywhere. Each player discards a card that costs more than that or gains a wound. So, currently we have 1 Master Strike. Which means we would have to discard a card that costs 1 or more. I am not discarding her. So we are going to be gaining a wound. This one, we do not have anything to discard. So we're gaining a wound. Oh. This is not... Zatanna is wearing a tutu, and she's top hats a card. Yeah. And unfortunately, her 6 came out way too early. A tutu. All right, so we do have... what's this card do? We need another flight card. Get +1 for each other flight. So unfortunately, we only have 4. That's still not enough to take out Cinder. We have 3 recruit. Let's go ahead and get this to combo. And then we could do this. It'd be 2. Oh, he's 2+, +1 for each fear. So we're at 1 fear, so he's actually 3. When I fight, I get +1 for each tech I have, and I have no tech, so really it would just be to defeat him. If I use 2 on them, then I'm wasting a... Then I'm wasting 2. Let's go ahead and get rid of... We'll just go ahead and get rid of Gizmo before we have to deal with more fear. So that used 3 of my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, so we got 2 and 4. And again, so we'll need more for Nightwing. All right. Scheme twist. First twist. Each player discards a card. Well, that's fine. We'll just discard the wound. Over here, we'll discard the wound. That wasn't so bad. Alright, can't do anything with that. And we have 3 recruit. Get the other Martian Manhunter. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. After Cinder went to Vegas, she came back as Cinder. There we go. There's some comboing. So, if you have at least 3 hero classes, you get +2. I only have 2 hero classes. Play this, play another card on the top of my deck. Alright, so we do have our 5 though. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just have to put a recruit on the top. Alright. Hive is back. Alright, so acrobatics 2, 3, and then 3 recruit. So 3 recruit, we will get... Do we want Cyborg or another draw a card with Starfire? Cyborg, if I have another tech card, I get +1 attack. I don't have any tech cards, so I feel like I don't want him yet. Let's get another draw. And we use our 3. So I can either raise Hope, which right now I don't have any cards that need Hope. So I feel like getting rid of a Hive Soldier is fine, and then we'll KO one of these recruits. Sure. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take out the Hive Soldier, KO recruit. 3. So I don't even know if I chose the right characters to really show off what the DC one does, because I don't know if any of these have... Martian Manhunter has 1 card that can transform, and I don't know if anything interacts with that Hope and Fear track. Alright. Oh, almost a starting hand. That sucks. I guess it's good I KO'd that 1 card then, isn't it? Alright, Mammoth. Mammoth gets +1 for each fear. Okay, now we gotta get that fear track up. Ambush. Reveal a green hero, fighting hero, whatever they call it, or inspire fear. Well, we don't have any green heroes yet. This is the only one. So we're on 2 fear, which means now he is 2 stronger than he was before. All right, and I did not bring my dice. I would have to get them. I'll see if I need them. I don't know if I need them. I don't know. So we do have our 5 and 3. So with our 3, do I get a support, or do I just go ahead and take the technokinesis? But then that means I'll have to get a couple more of these. Yeah, we'll do technokinesis. Oh, And Robin has tech, or Nightwing has tech as well. All right, so then we do have 5. Nothing. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hang on. To play this card. Sorry, I can't take Technokinesis. I forgot. Play this card. I need to put a card on top of my deck. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have 4. Somehow I don't know what I was doing. Holy cow. I told you my brain is just shot right now. I don't know why. All right. And then we have 5. So we'll just go ahead and take out Cinder. She doesn't do anything. You just take her out. Take her out to dinner. She'll roast and toast. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. It's almost a starting hand. That's not too bad. 4 attack and 4 recruit. Or 5 recruit if I can't attack anything, I guess. Scheme Twist. Twist number 2. Each player discards a green hero. We have not recruited any green heroes. These twists don't seem to do much to you. You know, it's very situational. All right, so 1 attack's not doing us anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit, though. So, this combos, I've been buying all the blue cards. But if I buy Nightwing, when you draw a new hand this turn, draw an extra card if I have another Titan. This one, like I said, will combo with more tech and gives us more attack. This gives us more recruit. This just gives us more attack. This will combo with the Titans already. So let's go ahead and do this for 3. Ah, worked out perfect. 4, 5. Starfire, I get to choose one. If Earth, Inspire Hope, then get +1 attack for each, or +1 recruit for each hope. Or Tamarian, Inspire Fear, then gain +1 for each fear. So I'll just leave it all down on fear. Is Green Lantern a green hero? He's a little bit new to the core, you know. They did John Stewart it specifically in this. If you care for that on top of your joke. Oh, are his cards green? I don't even know. I don't know if all of his cards are green or not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's not too bad. Ooh, that's good. That's a decent amount of attack, and we get 2 draws. Really good. All right. Osiris, Titans for Hire. Fight. KO one of your heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck. It's a Master Strike. Put Osiris on top of the villain deck and play that Master Strike. Ooh, he comes back. He comes back. He comes back. The cat came back very next day. All right, so 4. Cannot defeat him. Cannot defeat her. Defeat them with 2. So, and I can do that with Zatanna by herself. So I'm going to go ahead and put that attack back. So we have 3 attack. And we have 5 recruit. Oh, we needed 6 recruit. Dang it. I'm gonna have to buy, I guess, if you have 3 or more villains in your victory pile from the same villain group, draw a card. Okay, so he gives me draw power. I can't do anything else. All right. So we're going to use the 2 attack. I have 3 to take out this guy here. KO one of my heroes. So we'll go ahead and KO one of the checkmates. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so what do we got? Big recruit round, it looks like. As you play this card, you may have it become the hero class of your choice for the turn. And another mammoth. Ambush. Reveal a green or inspire fear. Nope. I think that was the first green we bought was Cyborg. See, this I don't get to until I play the card. I don't get to determine it there. Alright, so. Draw a card. Draw a card. Yeah. So, to recruit, I guess we'll get a daring sidekick. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. Which means we can actually hit Deathstroke. Huh. Do I hit Deathstroke? Because it cost 8 to hit him. I have 10. I mean, that's scary, though. Leaving all this out here. So he's 7. These are 7. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. And that's a bad thing. If I get rid of her, then I'm wasting some of my attack. I could have 7 if I increase this by spending 3, which would put him at 5, 6. If I spend 3 more, yeah, then he's going to be at 5 and I won't have enough. So that needs a pick any card from your deck as a power card just for Magician Joke. Yeah, pick a card, any card. So I'm wasting, well, I'm wasting 2 here. I wish this my strike wasn't there because then I could do 7 and use 3 to change the fear. I was so happy. I was like, oh, look at all this attack, but I can't use it all. Did I just get rid of the hardest guy to get rid of, which is him? Neither one of these have a fight effect. This is the only fight is Osiris, and he's the one, if I pull a Master Strike, then I have to play it and he comes back. So I spin 3, it gives me 7. So go ahead and spin 3. Now I'm at 7. And then I'll go ahead and do 4, 6. I want to mix my piles up down here. 3. Four, 5, 6. Wound. Wow. Bad hand. 2 wounds. 2 wounds, 2 recruit. So I'll probably just do nothing and get rid of all wounds. So I'll get rid of both wounds. That's probably what we have to do on that hand. All right. Hive. So there are 3 now because I got 1 over here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit, 2 attack. And I need 3 attack. So that's nothing. So 5 recruit. Let's do 3. Then we'll do 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there could be a lot of cool card play. I think with I was watching Bagel. Bagel was talking about Green Arrow and then Gambit both have a lot of card play with their cards, and then of course with Zatanna putting cards on top of your deck, you probably could do a very neat magic trick with all that. Another Osiris. Ooh, this city's looking nasty. City's looking nasty. Yeah, and this is the one where I said I basically can't do anything. So, just going to discard my hand, KO the 2 wounds, and actually KO them instead of discarding them as I usually do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's a little better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get 6 if I increase fear. Oh, actually for each fear, so that would be 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a draw card. All right. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have an escape. Dr. Light gets +1 for each fear. Ambush. Reveal a blue or inspire fear. I have a blue hero, so. Escape effect. Count the number of master strikes that are face up anywhere. There is 1. Each player discards a card that costs more than that or gains a wound. I am not going to do that, so we'll go ahead and gain a wound. Wow, this is... I didn't look at this earlier. So I'd have to discard one of these 2. I don't have 3 hero classes, but this is 4 attack, which would take out nothing. Now, the soldiers. Could we gain a wound? Because I'd have to get rid of that, which then only gives me 2. That's not enough to take them out because I've got 1 over there. I feel like I have to take a wound. All right. Then we have to get rid of a card that is 6 or less. This is good now. This is a 3 attack card. We'll get rid of Build the Future. All right. Okay, so to recruit, we'll get a draw, and then 4 attack. We will take out this one. Which allows us to KO a hero. We'll KO that. Yep. 1. Balled us around, basically. Green and Gambit, you'd mix DC with Marvel. I usually wouldn't. I said the same thing about Marvel United and DC United. I wouldn't. Or Marvel Zombies and Deceased. It's just, I don't know. I like my IPs separate. However, I do plan to do a playthrough of this set as a crossover. Basically a Marvel versus DC. Would it be sad that I would want the Mastermind to win? 2, 3. Oh wow! About got every single one of my. Luckily, I can put the wound on top of my deck to play this card. That's not bad. That's all attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need more class variety in this hand though. But yeah, because all of the masterminds would be the Marvel heroes as the mastermind, so it's like I'd kind of want Marvel to win. So Soldiers. Soldiers. Alright, so. Play this, draw a card. Play both of you. Play this, draw a card. Play this. Play this. And we have 2 recruit. I don't care about the 2 recruit. So the 2 recruit, I'm just going to basically take him back. I won't discard him. So we have how much attack? So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm in that same boat again, right? 9 is enough to hit Deathstroke. I would have been able to hit Deathstroke twice by now. But I'm worried about this overflowing. Oh. We'll go ahead and do Dr. I mean, we've got 9. We'll go ahead and do Dr. Light. Dr. Light allows us to count our blue heroes and KO. So we have 1 blue hero, so we get to KO 1. Okay, I'll checkmate on. And then, like I said, my buy was to buy Sidekick, so we'll just put him back in. 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Recruit round, basically. A little bit of attack, mostly in a recruit round. Scheme Twist. This is number 3. Each player discards a green. No greens. And I know they don't have any greens because we've not bought any greens. So that kind of bought us around. All right, put this back on top of our deck to play Zatanna. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. That's really all I can do. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to inspire fear earlier on her turn, which is how I had enough to defeat him. And actually, me inspiring fear was enough to oddly, was ironically amount to be able to beat him in the first place, was that 1 extra I put on there. But that does mean he's 7. So 2, 4, 5, 6. I won't be able to do him. We're going to have to go after Osiris, I guess. Reveal the top plan of the Master card. If it's a strike, it is not. So he is gone. Scary Cityscape. Yeah, it's like, it's that balance, right? Now here's the thing, and I'm always afraid of letting them escape, but as long as there's no bad thing for letting them escape, you really can just keep letting them escape, right? The worst thing they do is they discard cards in your row, but there are certain masterminds and schemes where you don't want them to escape. This isn't one of them. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the one they recommend actually as your first scenario. It's not the first mastermind. They want you to do cold, and then they tell you which heroes to use. And it's not very thematic, and I like the slightly thematic games. I like my games to make some sense, not no sense. All right, so we got 4 and a draw. So we know she's coming out. Escape. Cheshire becomes a mastermind that takes effect immediately. Okay, well, we definitely want to get rid of her before she escapes. All right, so we have draw a card, which means we're going to have to shuffle. All right, so we got Lion Grayson. And so that's 2, or 3, and then 2 plus 1, so 6 attack. And then we have 5 recruit. So 6 is not enough there because he's at 7 now. Get rid of Cheshire or get rid of him. I mean, I hate getting rid of him. He doesn't have an escape effect, so I really don't care if he escapes. But that's safer than revealing a Master Strike now. because that makes him stronger. So yeah, we're just going to use the 5 to get rid of Cheshire. Although he's worth 4 points. I'm not playing for points. I'm not playing for points. All right. And then we have 5 recruit. And we get to draw 7 cards. So 5 recruit. I'm just gonna. I'm sticking with Starfire. Wish I had 6 recruit. So we'll do that for 4. There's our flying Grayson. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cousin Mr. Grayson. All right. Wound. Got our draw card. Ooh, that's a good attack round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, sorry. If I inspire fear, it's going to actually make it go around 1 to 2. And I have to discard a card, which I can discard the wound. I think everybody has to discard a card. I do get to draw a card though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd still be 6, 7, but it's not 8. It's really going to depend what my draw, I think, is. Whether or not I can attack him. Keep those sideways, Will. Tattooed Man. Tattooed Man gets +1 for each Master Strike that's face up anywhere. Reveal on ambush. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Master Strike, play it. Ooh. It's a scheme twist. So we don't play it, but we know that that's coming up. On that twist, where are we at? 1, 2, 3. That'll be scheme twist 4. We lose the brain card, whatever the brain card means. All right. So play Robin to draw. Do we play that? To draw. We're going to play this as tech. So we're going to play this. So we got another attack there, another attack there, and then 2 recruit. I don't need the wound. All right. So actually we have 4 recruit. And so we'll go ahead and get that out the way. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack. So not enough to take him out. Not enough to take him out. That's 3. So we can take out Tattooed Man. For 3. And we can take this out. Dang it. That's 4 now. So that's fine. So that's 3. Oh, then I can do my combo. Now it's not going to push it around. So we'll use our other 3 to instill hope. Yeah. We are giving the people hope. Sure, why not? Nolan, do you like DC better than Marvel? Also, what is your starting deck made of? I know from Marvel Shield Agents, so I was curious what they choose. No, I'm more Marvel, Nolan. But yeah, for DC, they used Checkmate. So it's Checkmate Knight and Checkmate Pawn. That's what they used. I'll probably make a custom set. I usually do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that way I can actually, when I'm playing, you guys know which hand I'm playing. So I was going to go with the DCPD. So I was going to do Detective for the Knight. And then I was going to do, for the Pawn, I was just going to do Officer, right? Police Officer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so Wound. If you have 3 or more villains in your victor pile from the same group, I do not yet. All right, so that's not going to be a good hand. We have at least 3 hero classes. Oh, we actually do. Basic. Yeah, we do have 3, so we're probably going to actually combo that. So we have 2, 4, 5. We'll have 5 attack. But now we need 8 still to do that. All right. So. All right, so notes scheme twist. Each player discards a green. Oh, dang it. Dang it, I don't have the colors anymore. That was the worst time to draw Cyborg. Well, that blew that plan out the water. Okay, that was great. Interesting, thanks. No problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll play her first. Draw a card. Play that. Draw a card. Don't care about you. Play you. Play you. Play you. Play you. All these ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We're going to instill fear. Actually, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have to instill fear. 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So we have 9. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Do it to it. Fight. KO one of your heroes. Where are you? Each other player discards a Teen Titan hero or KOs one of their non-gray heroes. Why would you discard a Teen Titan hero? Oh, or KOs one of their... Oh, that's why. That's a mean card. I hate the mean cards in co-op. So that just got KO'd. Well, I guess we're healing a wound next turn. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. Alright. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't like the ones when you fight the villain and it's something mean to the other players. That's just... I don't know. I get it's supposed to be semi-co-op, so they make it semi-co-op. Flash is greater than Quicksilver. Green Arrow is greater than Hawkeye. Batman, while yet a billionaire, has dark and moody down, but I love Spider-Man and the Marvel movies have in general been better. Yeah, for the movies. The animated, Marvel doesn't do as well with animated. DC can do animated pretty well, but that's because they're usually copying the source material, which is what they should do with their movies. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what they should do with their movies. All right. So, not the greatest. So we have 3, 4, 5, and we get to draw a card, depending what happens with the fear. All right. More hive soldiers. All right. So yeah. So I can't do anything with this anyway. So we are going to, I guess. Yeah. Do I KO the wound or I go ahead and get a Damian Wayne? Do I get Damian? Or, I mean, I could get this hand, this card too, because right now we've been staying in the fear the whole time. That's a 3 attack card every single turn. Yeah, I'm going to do it. That's a 3 attack card whenever that comes up. I'll just hang on to the wound for a while. If I had 2 wounds in my hand, I might have reconsidered. Right. A quick Flash. I like the story of Flash better than Quicksilver. Quicksilver, they just never done much good with him. There was an Avenger story, a recent Avenger story, where actually Quicksilver had to go further faster than he has ever gone in order to save the day. Because the only way to get whatever this thing was to go fast. Faster than they could keep up with him. It was when they were doing the... what's the Collector and his brothers and all them, the Game Master and all the game, they were doing, the Game Master and him were doing a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And so like he ran so fast, like he actually of course went into alt reality type thing, which, you know, Marvel. So 2, 4, 5, 6. So we do have 6. If we do one of those away. X-Men did, Marvel did X-Men animated and even Spider-Man something. Well, yeah, but that was actually Fox back in the day. That was Fox Studios doing all that stuff. I've not watched the new X-Men 97, the reboot, because I read the comics. I didn't like the comics. I didn't like the continuing story they were trying to do. All right, so we got Simon. Simon gets +1 for each fear. Ambush. Reveal a brain hero. Where are you, Dick? No Grayson. Or inspire fears. That means that's going to happen, which means we both have to discard a card. I'll discard the recruit. That's the danger of living dangerously with the fear track. Yeah, same thing. Just discard that. All right. So. All right, let's draw a card first. All right, so that is that. 2 recruit. Go ahead and get us a Damian Wayne. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoop. We got a full city too. That was probably a bad idea. I don't care. I don't care if he escapes. Put a non-gray hero from any discard pile next to Deathstroke as a corrupted bodyguard villain. Its attack is equal to its cost +3. Its only abilities are: you can't fight Deathstroke while it's next to him. Fight, either KO this card, or choose to gain it as a hero. All right, so we need a non-gray hero from any discard pile. What's my lowest non-gray hero? Well, there are no non-gray heroes in that discard pile. There are no non-gray heroes in that discard pile. It doesn't happen. Okay, well, you got to do what the text tells you to do. I can't do what the text is telling me to do. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, I still haven't picked up that other Dick Grayson, have I? Well, now I have a Dick Grayson. A little bit too late, buddy. Needed you last turn. Decent amount of attack, but I can't get my bonus. 2, 4, 5, 6. But it is the one Dick Grayson that if I play a Teen Titan, I do get to draw an extra card. You've got the best games. That's already a win to me. Thanks, Ricardo. How you doing, buddy? All right, so we are going to have an escape. Ambush. Reveal a tech hero. There we go. Dick Grayson. Or inspire fear. And then we have to get rid of a card that's 6 or less. This is just clogging up the row anyways. There's 3 of them. All right. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6. So 6. He gets +1 per fear. We're at 3, so that's actually 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Yeah. These guys cost me how much now? I do need a third one, though, for that other card, so I'd rather just do that. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do... There cost me 4. So now we have 3 for that other card. That left me 2. I need 3 to do the track. No bueno. No, I do have 2 recruit, right? Yeah, 2 recruit. Give us a sidekick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Forgive that I don't say hi name. I tried to learn it. I just recalled Jiggly, the name of the channel. Hello, everyone. Will. I guess because you joined the live streams, you watch the regular videos at the very beginning. I say my name every time when I don't mess up the intro like I did today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's okay. I'm horrible with names. I'm like really horrible with names. Audrey is the name person. Like I do it all the time when like Co-op Guild or Conjay, so Steve and Derek, they come in. Same thing. I see the name, their alias, and I go off of that. Similarly, you know, playing things like World of Warcraft and online gaming, you're just used to people's handles, right? Shimmer. Shimmer gets +1 for each fear. Ambush. Reveal a red hero or inspire fear. Nope. Nope. Dang it. Both have to discard a card. We'll just discard the pawn. We will discard the wound. I'm saying I can't do that. I don't know if you answered. Have you tried mixing? No, I mentioned it during the stream about mixing. I will probably do it for one playthrough, and it probably will be my next playthrough to do a Marvel versus DC by using one of the Marvel heroes as the mastermind, right? With like because I could use the Avengers, right, as the villains, quote, right, and then play the DC characters against them. It's probably be next week's stream. All right, so what do we got? So we got 2, so we'll go ahead and get us a sidekick. We have 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 attack. Fear is currently at 2. So he is 6. So we can actually get rid of him now. So I guess... yeah, we'll just go ahead and get it. So 6. All right, and we get to draw to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Michael, that was Michael. I was C Ricardo and that and whatnot. Yeah, Michael. So yeah, I'll probably do the crossover. See, I told you I was bad with names. Even with the names in front of me, where I can read them over there on the screen. No. For me, the problem is I like thematic games. I want a game to have like a some. I mean, there's not much theme, but some theme. 2, 3, 4, 5. And mixing them, even like with my Marvel and DC United, it just doesn't feel right to me. Unless I'm doing some kind of crossover or some kind of verses, right, to fit with the comics. Oh, we got a lot of draw power, though. You'd think Poison Ivy would be good with Ambush. Maybe. Maybe. Cheshire. Cheshire. When she escapes, she becomes a mastermind. I don't want her to escape. No. No. All right, so 1, 2. All right, yeah, this is wow. That's it. So we'll go ahead and get that. Whoa, extra life die. Where are you at, buddy? I need my wings. Where are my wings? Have you ever noticed how hard it is to find the side you want on a 20-sided dice? No wonder you can't roll 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's why people can't roll nat 20s. Because, you know, you can't even find the 20 on the die. I like goofy crossovers personally. I see your point. I wouldn't do it all the time every now and then. Yeah, so like I've got the Batman for Zombicide 2nd edition. And then I also have TMNT. So like I would do one match with that, right? I would take the TMNT, right? Because that's 4. Throw Batman in as 5 and maybe Splinter somebody as 6, right? I could do that as like a fun thing, but I wouldn't do it as a regular thing. It'd be more like like I said, like an event I'm trying to do. All right, so these cards finally start firing off. So I get draw a card now with these because I have 3 of the henchmen. Yeah. 5% is surprisingly low. Oh, on the D20? Yep. All right. All right, we're going to have another escape. All right. So, Hydrome's escape. They don't have an escape effect. So, lose a 6 or lower. I think I'm going to get rid of these Zatannas. Build top card of your deck if it has a star. Yeah, it's too random. I don't like random chance. I mean, this, I get what it does. It combos with her other card that lets me put the card on top of my deck, right? Because then I can put an attack card, I get to draw it, and then gives me more attack, or vice versa. But I haven't even gotten to 6 recruit yet. So, I'll play that, draw a card. Play you. Play you. Draw a card. 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 Play you. Play you. Play the 3 of you. Alright, so. I don't care about the wound in these 3, but alright. How much attack do I have now? So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10, 10, 10. All right, so here's the problem. It's 8 here, and he's more. All these are more than 2 to take out. Dang it. What do I got left? I think I only have 2 left. Yeah, I only have 2 left. Escape. Each player reveals a brain hero or discards down to 4 cards. Which, that would just discard the wound. I'm fine with that. Alright, we're going to do it again. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Fight. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. KO each of them that cost 0. Put the rest back in any order. Oh, okay. So reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3. KO each of them that cost 0. So that's that one. Put the rest back in any order. It really doesn't matter because I'm going to draw both of these on my hand. All right. I do have 3 to recruit. Nobody costs 3, and I don't want to get hurt. So we're just going to discard that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? I didn't have that Dick Grayson card that lets me draw 7. No. Although I do need to put all these daring sidekick. I guess I should have bought a daring sidekick. Sorry. I should have at least gotten a daring sidekick. Yeah. Should have at least done that. Alright, there's that card. And whew, I was about to say, please tell me I got a Titan in there. Like, to not draw a Titan would have been a pain. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. We can have up to 6 attack next turn. Alright. But we're probably going to get an escape. Infinite draw in deck builders is seriously fun. Not useful, but fun. Well, and that's the one thing I like in the villains. Villains has a, I forget the keyword, but there's a keyword in villains that's basically if you don't like the card, you discard the card and then draw a card. Like, why wouldn't you? I think it's on the Madam Hydra and a couple of the different villains. It's like one of their effects, right? Scheme twist. Well, somehow I lucked out on that one. Each player discards. How many twists are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on 5. A brain hero. Oi. Oi. Well, yeah, I have to do it. There's no. It's not a do that or gain a wound. All right, so nothing on this side. All right, so what can we do? We have 3 hero classes, so we're good. So 4. Play both of these. Get to draw 2 cards. Put you there. Get rid of the wound. You play this card, you can have it become another hero class. I really don't need it to be another hero class. So, right now we can have 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're 1 short. We're at 7. I need 8. Oh, that would have been game. That sucks. So we're at 7. Which is what it would... Well, no, because I Inspire Fear. This is going to go to 3. So if I don't inspire fear, then I have 4. Which is not enough to take anybody out. So if I inspire fear, I've got my 7. She's going to be 6, 8, 5. I guess we'll just take out Shimmer. Fight. Count your red heroes. Reveal that many cards from your deck. Draw one of them. Put the rest back in any order. Ooh. So we have 2 in play. We're going to have to shuffle. How many young super... dodge. There we go. Dark's got it. Yeah, dodge. Let you. That was just fun. Like, I first time I played villains, I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's just fun. Like, does anything else have that? All right, so we get to draw 2. Oh, no, draw 1 more. I already have 1 down here. So we get to draw 2 and draw 1 of them. Put the rest back in the order. Okay, so the 1 more attack's not going to do me any good, so we'll save that for next turn. All right, so recruit, on the other hand, we have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I guess we'll go ahead and get her 6. 7, 8. Get us some draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. No, don't like that hand. Can I have a new hand, please? Dealer, I'd like another. All right. Aside. 5 soldiers. All right. 3. So here's the problem. I can't inspire fear because it'll make me discard a card just to get 3 attack. 3 attack is not enough to take anything out. Except for no, I could take out a hive soldier. But I'd also make this hand discard a card. They have a wound. I'm fine. Okay, so I'm going to inspire fear. Yeah, inspire fear. Discard the wound. Discard the attack. Which gives me 3 attack, which is enough to take out the soldier. And allows me to KO a card. KO that one. Then I have 4 recruits. Let's get us some Flying Grayson. Yep. One Teen Titan. 1 Teen Titan. And then I did have that Dick Grayson card, so I get 7 cards. Come here. This is a very thin deck. I have, like, pulled so much out of this, or thinned so much out of it, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 1 draw card. I do get to combo Dick this time. And then get to combo that one too. Oh, and rescue a bystander. That's good. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 1. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're at 9. That's enough to take out Deathstroke on the next hand. It's enough to take him out. All right. See if we make it that far. Tattooed Man. Ambush. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's Master Strike, play it. Please don't be a Master Strike. I don't need him to be any stronger. Scheme Twist. Dang it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Each player gains 2 wounds. You gain 2 wounds. You gain 2 wounds. You gain 2 wounds. Everybody gains 2 wounds. Oh. All right. I need you to take something out of there because I've got him on the next turn. Can you do it? To play this card, you must put another card on the top of your deck. All right, that'll give me 4. He gets +1 per Master Strike. We should be good. All right, so we will put this top of our deck, which gives us 3 attack, which is enough to take him out. No fight effect. Then we have 3 recruit. We can get that Zatanna card. All right, I think we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we got it. I got us a draw. Got us a combo. Don't think it matters. So, over here. Bystander. All right. So, we already know we've got this. We'll do it. We'll do it just to do it. Do it just to do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. Only need 7. 8. Fight. A wound from the wound deck becomes a Master Strike that takes effect immediately. The player who fought this tactic does not discard or gain a wound from that strike. Now, well, it doesn't matter. This will become a strike, right? And then each player discards a hero or draws a card, which I don't have anything to discard, and it says I wouldn't gain a wound. This person would gain a wound. Again, I don't like villains that do that. I don't like villains that make you make your opponent do bad things. It's just not one of the ones I like. But there we go. That was the last one. If you guys are wondering about score, 6. This hand got everything. 6, 7, 13, 16, 19, 25, 28, 33, 36, 37, 39. 39 on that side. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. Almost double on this side, because this hand, player 2, did not hit the Mastermind at all. Did not hit the Mastermind at all. All right, so let's go ahead and give up first impressions, which it's not really I mean, I've played Legendary before, so it's really not a huge first impressions. First thing in the components, standard Legendary quality components. Everything you get is what you would expect from a Legendary game. The card quality is good. The art's good. I don't have a problem most of the time with a different art. The art style is slightly different than Marvel, but even if you ever hear an artist talk about art style, they always talk about drawing in the DC style or drawing in the Marvel style, because they do have a very distinct look sometimes that they go for. In terms of their elongation and stuff. But again, even that kind of goes out the window. You get the nice playmat. It is kind of rolled because it is a thin playmat. So that may bother you, may not. You get the nice little fancy coin, which if you're playing against Two-Face, you need to flip it. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what's head or what's tails. I don't know if it's the DC logo or the Legendary logo that's head or tails. Also, make sure you look for this. It was underneath the playmat for most people in a tiny little baggie, so you might miss it. The new mechanics for this one is mainly the Hope and Fear track, right? Is driving that up and down. I liked it. I didn't find a problem with it. I did find that it seems like every single villain, though, was based on what the Fear track was at. Now, I don't know if that's common for all of the different villain sets that come out, but like this one specifically, the Fearsome 5 was dealing with the fear. Maybe none of the Titans for Hire did. Let me check. Okay, so the Titans for Hire didn't. Fearsome 5 did, which makes sense because fear. Okay, so that actually now it's more thematic. That makes sense. But no, I liked it. It was a nice little extra mini game. I never got it all the way back up to Hope, but then again, that was because of the Starfire card. Give me extra attack for not having the Hope. Having fear actually was helpful. Same thing as you're playing with Batman, you could have that happen, right? We got Batman wants fear. And I could see that actually being kind of a negative as well. So again, I complained about the villain, right, doing mean things to your opponent, but that happens because Legendary is not a cooperative game. Legendary is meant to be a semi-cooperative game, and you're trying to get more points than your opponent. Because I am my own opponent when I play two-handed solo, I don't like that as much. So that's kind of one thing I could see, even not in a true solo or co-op or whatnot manner, is that Batman needs the fear, right? Starfire needs the fear, but maybe somebody else you're playing, like Superman, needs hope. So you're constantly going to be fighting over that fear and hope track going up and down. So being able to get like big 3-hit turns like I was getting with Starfire all the time probably isn't going to be likely. I'd say most of those times those cards are probably going to be doing 1, maybe 2, but I highly doubt you're going to get 3 very regularly, right? When you do that. Otherwise, nothing else to me stands out as something new. But again, I haven't played every single set. I did mention during the playthrough or during the setup, there are less sidekicks. So that's something to be cognizant of. At a higher player count, you're gonna have a lot less of these to be able to buy. I was able to buy as many as I want because the deck never ran out. There's also less support, but I didn't buy the support this time. I don't buy the support that often. When they come out with special supports, again, if they make more expansion for this, then I might be more likely to do the support. And then the same thing with the wounds. I think the wound deck is a little bit smaller than you usually get. They also, and this is kind of a thing, I'm wondering, it only came with 12 schemes and 5 master strikes. Marvel usually gives you more master strikes and more schemes because I think there are setups that require them. So I'm kind of curious if they're just going to be like, no, that's the new standard. We're going to stay at that number and never go above that. Don't know. So that's the mechanics. Difficulty, this I felt was kind of easy. But again, I kind of lucked out, right? And you guys saw me on the stream. I had to reshuffle this. But all the rest of my master, I was getting a double master strike. If I wouldn't have gotten him on that turn, it would have taken me a little bit longer. And then my next master strike was 3 from the bottom and then on the bottom. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did almost run out of deck. I only had 9 cards left. So I didn't find it too easy. I do find the scheme was pretty easy. Where was my next scheme twist? Oh, right. It was actually 3 down. So I actually would have lost the game in 3 turns if I hadn't been able to beat him. So, but I don't feel like it was too difficult. I don't feel like anything was too punishing in what the Master Strike was doing, or what the Mastermind was doing, what the scheme twist was doing. Like I said, this is the scheme twist they recommend for the first play, along with Captain Cold. I wasn't going to do that because the full setup wasn't very thematic to me. Right? It wasn't even telling you to use Flash in the solo game. Like, that made no sense to me. Like, you're going to tell people to play Captain Cold, tell them to use Flash. But instead it's, no, use Batman, use Superman. Fun at 2, yeah, this is enjoyable. Legendary is one of my top games of all time. If you want to see where it lands in my top 10 games of all time, that video is up for this year. We'll have another one next year, so just subscribe and you'll be able to see where it lands coming up. I can tell you, it's in the top 10. The last thing is the theme. So I kind of mentioned that at the beginning, and I've mentioned it throughout the stream. DC isn't my favorite comic book IP. Doesn't mean I dislike DC. I like watching the shows and the movies and the cartoons. I've read the comics on and off over the last, how old am I now? Over a long period of time, since I was a teenager. So I do like DC as a theme. The thematic aspect of, do you feel like you're doing one thing for the other, really comes into how they make the masterminds act and how they make the cards act, right? So usually a lot of times the abilities on the cards are in flavor, in theme, in line. Holy cow. With what you would feel that these heroes would do. But again, you're playing multiple heroes, and I think that's something people don't like about this compared to like Marvel Champions. DC doesn't really have an equivalent to that. I guess the DC deck building game, because you are playing as a hero, so you can have their special power. So yeah, that's that. Theme is fine. Theme for me is great. That's what it is. If they release more of these, would I buy them? I guess DC. Yeah, sure. I like Legendary, so more Legendary is always great. But that's that. That is my first impressions of this particular set. David says, the Hope Fear track reminding me of the Star Wars deck builder force track. Yeah, it's a balancing act of pushing it up and down. And if it's on your side versus the other side, you get more benefit, right? You get a benefit, or in this case, the bad guy gets a benefit. Speaking of Star Wars, yeah, so I had the new expansion. I had that on order with Clone Wars and The Mandalorian because I'm enjoying playing it solo. I'd love to play it solo on the channel some more. The problem is it got delivered, and I might have mentioned this in a previous stream. It got delivered, and the FedEx guy was like, here's a whole pile of boxes. I'm not going to look what these boxes are. I'm just going to sit this box right next to these other boxes. Okay, I can almost forgive him for that. USPS comes and picks up these 6 boxes that were going out, and they know they're only supposed to pick up 6. They have USPS on every single label that they should be scanning as they put them in the truck. Yet they went ahead and grabbed the FedEx box too. So currently, my game from Game Nerds is sitting in limbo somewhere in, I don't know, a USPS facility or a FedEx facility. I don't even know if they return it to sender. I probably should send Game Nerds an email just to see if they got a return to sender, because it was, when was this? The 2nd or the 4th? So it's been about a week now. So hopefully those show up, and I will bring what is it? It's like something with the rebels and reinforcements or something is what it's called. But basically, it's got some missions, and I want to see if I can incorporate those missions into the solo leader variant to kind of play it like a little campaign where you go through and then, you know, defeat the Emperor and defeat Darth Vader at the end. We'll see. I think that's it for the day. If you guys want to, talk to the PO, I tried. I called their phone number, and then they sent me a link, and then I filled out the link, and the link on the website crashed. I'm like, I'm done with you today. I had to work anyways. I was trying to work, or I had to get on a call. So yeah, it's what it is. But there we go, guys. That is this. If you want to see more DC, Marvel, Legendary, of course, hit the subscribe button, bell notification to know when I go live. If you want to help the kids at Children's Miracle Network, which is, I need to remember to put that back over there on my first impressions. Where's that at? Doop. You're too big. I need you to be smaller. Come here, you. Shrink just a little bit. Move you down a little bit. Problem is, it's trying to snap. Don't snap. Right there works for me, I think. There we go. There we go. Got our Extra Life logo back. And as always, thank you, David. David threw it in the chat. So Extra Life Charities, link is always in the chat or down in the description below. We are doing some culling for charity. Some games go up, some games come down because, well, people donate and get free games. If you'd like to get some free games, head on out. Follow the BGG list. That way you know when I add new games, or, well, maybe there's a game there that you already want, or some promos. I got promos, or some prototypes. I got some prototypes out there for charity. The kids greatly appreciate it. I would assume. I probably should go out to my local CMN. I've debated about that for like one of the big stream days. Getting a hold of the contact there and say, hey, do you guys have like a big room you could set up, or I could set up cameras and all that, and the kids could come play while I'm streaming. Problem is, a lot of them, if they're immune compromised, you can't bring anything that's not still sealed, I think, because they have to desanitize it and desanitize you. And I would imagine a lot of the kids are probably immune compromised. So, something I could do. I've debated about it since we moved down here to Florida, because where I was supporting in West Virginia was nowhere near me. Here, it's about a 2-hour drive. Easy to get to. Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze. Anyway, guys, I am done. I will put up the schedule or some stream for tomorrow afternoon. I'm kind of running behind on my streams. Later in the week, we do have a Kickstarter preview for a Button Shy game, although now I've heard they're going to push that back to October, so maybe I won't do that this weekend. I don't know. Again, subscribe. You'll see when I post things. Appreciate it. Until next time. Peace.